Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Punk Rock Review, home of a bunch of opinionated crap you don't care about, also the home of the feedback you provide that we don't care about, keeps us on an even playing field, and we like that. Real quick shout out to our sponsor, absolutely no one. Give us money. And yeah, moving straight into it today. Today we're going to be talking about something that, some people don't take issue with and some people do. It's kind of like a 50-50 split or I don't know, we've never checked how many. It's a split somewhere because some people are bound to like it, whether it's on the corporate side that, actually reaps the benefits from such things, or if it's from the, peon layman side that, also can equally in a gameplay world under controlled environments and stuff reap the same kind of satisfaction from having purchased something. Makes sense. I don't know, it will maybe in a sec. It probably won't. Who cares? You should probably just leave. Give us money first. Anyhow, getting right into it, of course, today we're going to be talking about, kind of the multiple versions of the same game that keep coming out. So, what do we mean by this? Well, we've talked about this before. We've kind of scratched the surface of it, but, you got a game coming out. Say it's Billy Bob's, kart racing. Well, you got Billy Bob's Kart Racing coming out. You can buy the standard version. You can like the game. You can enjoy the game and go from there. But we're also going to have Billy Bob's Kart Racing Gold Edition. That's right. What do you get with the Gold Edition? Well, with the Gold Edition, you kind of get a couple extra carts and costumes that we already had in development, are probably already developed and done, and could be right in the game from the get-go. But, we're going to say that, they're not ready yet. They will come out at a later point in time. But if you buy the Gold Edition, you're going to get these extra carts and racers, and it's going to make the game so much more fun. And it's only 20 extra bucks. So you got the standard edition, you got the Gold Edition, but man, we got those Megalodon Shark card packs. Who's gonna be our whale? Okay, for the low price of $120, you can get the ultimate mishmash Gold Edition. That's right. So you got the standard edition, the regular Gold Edition, and then the ultimate tier Diamond Gold Plus standard mishmash edition. All right, and what do you get with that one? Well, you will not only get the standard game, which you get with both of them, but you also get the carts and the costumes that were going to be in the Gold Edition that are either completely already finalized and created and made, or, they're in the work, stuff that we're thinking about creating and making, so you shouldn't feel bad if you pay us for it now. Things, but also, in addition to that, you're going to get access to 2 additional racers and, another track level that you can drive your kart around. Man, the sheer amount of shit that games pump out nowadays as additional DLC and additional purchases and everything is just absurd, man. And it's probably the way of the future and how everything's going to be going forward. But you look at a game like Mortal Kombat 11, if you go and buy Mortal Kombat 11, or you look at, Injustice 2 even, and you go and you buy Injustice 2, and you pull up the little title screen where you're selecting your character, and you got about 20 characters that are shaded in, filled in, that you have access to, and then for a nominal fee you can buy an additional 20 extra characters. Same thing with, from what we understand now, we haven't purchased it or gone through it or anything like that, but Super Smash Brothers, the exact same thing. They put out a Super Smash Brothers, on the Switch version, the most recent one, and all the characters from the get-go, whether it's ones that they've had an inception of or ones that were coming down the pipe later, instead of making Super Smash Brothers or making Mortal Kombat or making Injustice 2, and I mean a lot of fighting games kind of that, we're using this to use for the example in the industry. But man, with all these additional purchases and stuff like that, man, they don't just cut the line off on when something is going to come out. So instead of Super Smash Brothers or Mortal Kombat 11 or Injustice 2 being the game and the characters that you can get, instead they're like, hey, instead of making a Mortal Kombat 12 and kind of adding these other characters, let's sell all these additional characters for about $3 to $8 a piece, right? So if you really want to be this one character that's not available, maybe you'll give us that $3 to $8 so that you can play as them. And then, you get enough people to do that, CEOs or, marketing executives or whoever's making the call to do this. Maybe developers themselves are like, hey, we don't want to make a Mortal Kombat 12. We want to nickel and dime our fucking, fans and our general, player base as much as possible so that we can squeeze every single penny from them for the duration that anyone's going to play this game. And then, and only after then, will we go ahead and make Mortal Kombat 12 or Kart Racer 3 or Injustice 3 or Super Smash Brothers on the Switch Part 2, where they could, go and add these additional characters to. They just want that, revolving door, man, of a game that never ends and just more and more coming to it and people having to buy more and more to keep up with what it offers or what you can play on it or anything along those lines. Drives us nuts, man. We don't want the Mega Ultimate version. We don't want the Gold version. We want the fucking game. And we want the game to play and work correctly, and we'd rather you guys focus on stuff like that and get everything that you have conceptualized and put in there and start working on that instead of, and we're not fans of DLC ourselves. A lot of folks probably are, and they want a game to be around forever and it's their favorite game. That's all great. They don't make our favorite games anymore. We're too old for that shit. What we're not too old for is to realize that people are wanting an extra $15-$20 for, running around, world or, adding a mission or two to a campaign that inevitably, only leads to another couple hours of enjoyment, fun, or gameplay. Could be our most favorite play in the world as of late or whatever, but we're not going to spend $15 to go on an extra fetch quest, to go get something that's going to be irrelevant to us in 3 months to a year. It's absurd. Man, there is no fix for it, man, because people want the collector's ultimate tinfoil hat edition, and people want the stuff. The people who are really getting fucked the most, man, are folks like us that just want a standard edition, but then you're at, I don't want to say necessarily a disadvantage, but you're definitely not getting all that you can out of a game that's already made, fully to its capacity and completion, and instead of waiting for a part 2, developers are like, nope, all this shit belongs in the first game, but you already released the first game. No, that's all right. Fucking release it. It's downloadable content. Just put an extra price tag on it, and let's get that money coming in year round, huh? Yeah. Multiple versions of the same game coming out. We've talked about this one before. We definitely aren't fans. What can be said about you? Well, you get a unhappy face, and you see how unhappy that is. Very unhappy. Very unhappy. Different versions of the same game. No thank you. Give us money. Have a good one. You probably didn't. We'll catch you next time. Probably won't.